Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna try to keep this a quick video, but I told you guys a long time ago that I'm gonna try to keep. You're gonna witness the ups and the downs. Whether I don't want you guys to see just a good thing. I want you guys to see the struggles that go with it. So I had a dream last night that I felt like sharing. I feel like it's very symbolic, and so the dream starts out, and I'm in this dark area, this dark forest area, and I'm talking to these people. I don't remember what we're talking about. There's a couple people there, and all of a sudden I get picked up gently by. At first I don't realize what it is, but I get picked up, and it starts feeling like I'm gonna get rocked back and forth like a baby. And then it kind of transitions a little bit, and then I see two spiritual light beings, one on my left arm and one on my right arm. And they're flying me around kind of in this circle. It happens for a little bit, and I kind of look over at both of them. Just a little bit, because it's like part of mine, I was like, I don't want, maybe I shouldn't look at them. I wasn't sure, but for some reason I did. I looked over and I just saw like a white spiritual being, like two different forms, right? Anyways, so eventually they put me back down on the ground, and it was a young man with like short brown hair, and I can't remember whether he had like light armor on, or whether he had like light clothes. I can't remember exactly, but he spoke to me a little bit. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I think he was talking. It sounded like King James, the way they speak. And he said something about, I wish I bring better tidings, or like an offering or something. Like he's wishing it was like supper time, maybe, as in, coming. I'm not sure exactly what he was referring to. And then he reached over like this, and I gave him a hug. And then I looked over and I saw this other guy, I believe they're angelic figures. That's what my mind was telling me, that they were angels. I look over and I see this other guy. Now, before I talk about this guy, yesterday I was watching a video where Trump was talking about how there's something wrong with the system, how autism has shot up from like 1 in, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was like 1 in 39,000 to like 1 in 39 or something like that. He said there's something wrong in there, okay? I don't know whether this is symbolic. I don't know whether he was just telling me, they're beautifully, wonderfully created, just like you and me. But I look over at this other angel, and as he speaks to me, I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember exactly what he said either, but I could tell he had like a speech impediment, and like he was showing me, and he reached over and gave me a hug too, and he had kind of like a hunch. Kind of reminded me of a little bit of James from The Chosen, how he kind of had the hunch with his leg and stuff. And tells me, God, creates everyone wonderfully, uniquely, It even showed me a portrayal of an angel that had a speech impediment, or a walking problem. Now, was it actually the case, or was it just symbolic? They're light beings. But still, I wanted to bring that to the forefront. Anyways, the dream goes on, and as these angels disappear, leave, I don't remember, I think they just disappear. Maybe my vision. I turn around and I look at these people, and they're like, "Your house just got broken into." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And for some reason, my mind popped up. I was like, "Did they take my PS5?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh man, things are about to go down." That's what I said. All right. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I had this sudden urge. And I just thought about it, and the lightning strike came down. At first I saw these two burglars, okay? At first I thought it was the angel. I thought it was the demons masquerading as angels, okay? And I see these little burglars over there, scampering off into the distance. I shoot a lightning bolt at them, And I see it come down and crash, but it misses. Okay, and they take off, and I end up going down. I end up following them down this road, and then this is the part where I wake up. I wake up and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about it for a little bit. And I'm like, hold on, there's no way it was the angels because they were with me when this took place, right? So I started thinking about it. What does this mean? I know it's more likely symbolic, but like, you know what? I'm over here too busy searching for signs and wonders that I'm getting myself so far down that I'm allowing the enemy to break in through the back doors. I need to just let things be, accept things as they are. And it's kind of hard to do sometimes based on what I experience, guys. Like I said, I'm going to tell you the ups and the downs each and every time it happens. You might see me fall back and forth. I mean, that's kind of how the true walk is. You may see me drop my cross and then pick it back up. You never know. Anyways, so as I'm sitting there laying down talking, I told God, I was just like, man, I can't do this no more. Because I woke up and I started feeling this weird, like this walking sensation across my face. Okay? This walking sensation. The energy, like walking back and forth. Back and forth. And so, at first I start moving the energy around, focusing. And as I move it in certain areas, I see demonic faces pop up. So I say, in the name of Yeshua, I command you, demon, to come out and go to the abyss. And I feel this presence in my face move over to my mouth. I open it up, I feel it come out. It slashes at me. I feel the sensation of a slash and like a picture for a split second, and then it goes away. This happens about 2 or 3 times. And it starts feeling better, and I was just like talking to God, and I was just like, I'm giving you the keys. I don't want to control it. I don't want to have control of this no more. I'm gonna let you be the master. You can see. Don't let nobody break in no more. And after I said this, I saw the picture of a big man, pretty big, and he had like long. I didn't see the actual color, but my mind told me it was like white color. It was like, it told me my mind was telling me it was God the Father in spirit form. Okay. He was over there, and I was like standing on. At first, it was like me as the ship, right? And I see him reach over, and he's not like, I don't want to say he's like standing there in a sense. But one time he's like sitting there, and the other time he's like standing there, like reaching over, and he's like nailing, had like these little blocks, right? And he's nailing like my ship that's been damaged or wore down, and he's nailing it. Nails it down, and then I have this intrusive thought come through my head, and I see myself jump up, and then and the ship crashes and falls back down, and I fall back through. He reaches down, he picks me up and puts me back down, and he grabs those little things again, and he starts nailing them back down. And he told me it's a healing process. It's gonna take a little bit. And I started thinking about it, and that's when I realized I wasn't even the one that had that thought. It was an intrusive thought that came through that made me fall through my ship. And that's kind of around the same general time frame where I was just like, I don't want to be in control no more. I want to let you do it. You can see, give you the keys to my temple. You control it. If you see anything, you kick them out. And this is like, I don't know if it gets more cool than that, but after that, I saw God reach over this little scrumpy little demon looking thing. He grabs it with his arms, puts a noose around its neck, and then just hangs it up. And so they're like, just wiggling back and forth. And after that, I had to stop talking, so I got up and got ready to go to work and stuff. So that's where I'm at. All right. Thank you guys, and God bless. If anybody has any other insight to what it may mean, please let me know. I'm always open to hear other interpretations or what you guys may think, or maybe other seers that are way more adept in this than I am. I'm still a baby. I'm still learning about this stuff. That's why I get down on myself. That's why I fall, because I experience a lot of things that I don't understand, and at times I see the darkness more than the light. And I'm starting to realize that as a seer, they can choose what they see, if I'm focused on negative all the time and I'm in a negative mindset, the more than likely when I try to see into the spirit, or when I try to hear into the spirit, I'm going to hear a bunch of negativity. But the more that I stay more positive and I focus God-like, focusing towards the heavens, is when I'll start talking to more heavenly beings, and I'll start seeing more heavenly things. Your mind plays a major part of this, and I believe that's a major reason why Satan attacks your mind and tries to get you down in these dumps. What do you call it? Frequencies, mental states, whatever. A lot of seers say this too. It's like they're operating in different planes. And I think, depending on whether you're happy, in a good mood, that's why he talks about in the Bible. It's like, just brush it off your cheek. It's not worth it. Turn the other cheek. Because the more they get you down into these low states, the more vulnerable you are to be attacked. It's just a theory on my part, guys, but that's what it seems like. So when you get down in the dumps, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But if you're happy, and I think they said throughout the world, it's actually a proven point that there's so many thoughts going through your head each and every day, and the majority of them are negative thoughts, negative, intrusive thoughts. So I thought that was interesting. Anyways, I'm going now. Bye.